I don't want to spend a ton of time on this today, but I got a bunch of emails from people since Joe Biden was sworn in about what is likely to happen from the standpoint of Donald Trump's second impeachment trial, which we still don't know when it will actually take place. But I think it makes sense just as a reminder that, yes, Donald Trump was impeached a second time before leaving office in the House of Representatives. Yes, it will be up to the Senate to vote to either convict or acquit in a trial that is going to take place at some point in time. And it bears mentioning that Republican support for convicting Donald Trump in the Senate trial grew over the last few days of Trump's administration and during the first few days of Joe Biden's. There's a Politico morning consult poll released earlier this week where about 20% of Republicans now say they either strongly or somewhat approve of conviction of Donald Trump. That's up from the previous poll where only 14% of Republicans said the same thing. So support for conviction among Republican voters is up, but most Republicans are still against conviction. And of course, it remains to be seen to what degree Republicans continue to stand behind the now former president, Donald Trump. It's very partisan still. 86% of Democrats approve of a conviction. 50% of independents strongly or somewhat approve of a conviction. And again, 20% of Republicans. But really what it's going to come down to are Republican senators. And it is mere speculation at this point. Would Mitt Romney vote to convict? Mitt Romney voted to convict on one of two counts in Donald Trump's first impeachment trial. Mitch McConnell reportedly was pleased with the impeachment of Trump, meaning what the House of Representatives did, presumably believed to be because it allowed the Republican Party to try to create distance between itself and the then outgoing, now former president. But just because Mitch McConnell is pleased that Trump was impeached in the House doesn't mean Mitch McConnell has any plan to vote to convict during the Senate impeachment trial of Donald Trump. So it simply has to happen. Now, a few just very, very basic ideas about this. Some have floated the idea that we forget about the impeachment trial. I think this would be a disaster. If you do if the House impeaches, they did it because they felt they had to. That's the way impeachment is supposed to work. It's a responsibility. If a president does something worthy of impeachment, then you impeach. It would send a very bad signal about the merely political motivations, which the motivations are Trump did something impeachable. It will not look good if you do the impeachment in the House and then never do the trial. I think that would be an absolute disaster, and it opens up the door to impeachment becoming a much more political thing. You know, when Marjorie Taylor Greene, that kooky QAnon congresswoman, said, I'm going to write up articles of impeachment for Joe Biden before Biden was even sworn in. That's the type of stuff that we'll start to see more on the level of what happened to Donald Trump in the House a week and a half ago. If there is no trial, there must be a trial. The full process must take place. In terms of when, I actually think sooner is better. I think the longer you wait, the more the lower the chance of a conviction goes. So I would like to see it soon. The Senate can walk and chew gum at the same time. Joe Biden can get things done even while an impeachment trial is going on. That's my view. I'd love to hear from you. One of our sponsors today is Lucy, and they are giving my audience 20% off. Lucy is a company founded by Caltech scientists with only one mission, which is to help people quit smoking and vaping by offering a clean, affordable nicotine alternative. Now, many of you know, you've heard the stories. I've known several people in my life who have struggled with quitting smoking. I've seen how difficult it can be. And nicotine alternatives can be hugely helpful. Lucy offers a nicotine gum in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. They also have lozenges, which come in cherry ice flavor. Lucy is affordable. It'll ship right to your door. You don't have to go out to the store. Shipping is always free. You can buy single boxes or save with a subscription. It's the year 2020. It's time to throw the cigarettes away and get rid of the vape. And Lucy can make it easier. You'll find a ton of excellent reviews online from countless people who have used Lucy to quit smoking and vaping. Go check them out at lucy.co. I've put the link right underneath this video, and you'll get 20% off when you use the coupon code Pakman. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm required to give: these products contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.